In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is comparing the new Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum to the Azzaro Most Wanted Eau de Parfum. Now, they're pretty similar, but there are some pretty big differences here. We'll get into it. Now, the first thing that you'll notice is the bottle. First thing you'll see here is that this has the same top here, but a gradient amber to a black down here. Now, I do have to say that I do prefer how this bottle looks over the Eau de Parfum. It's just cooler looking. The new Parfum, to me, just the look of it has more character to it. Especially when you compare it, side by side to the Eau de Parfum. Here it is. I got 100 ml of this and obviously the 50 ml of this. But tops are exactly the same, but here you get the gradient. Now, I am wearing this tonight, the Parfum, but I'm going to put a spray onto my hand here just to kind of get a reminder of the opening. And one on my right of the Eau de Parfum. It's getting on the camera. The first thing you'll notice about this is that the Eau de Parfum is significantly more sweet. There's a lot more sweetness out there. Not to say that the new Parfum is not sweet, because it is, but there are just more sweet nuances in the Eau de Parfum than there are in the opening, at least, of the Parfum. So in the Eau de Parfum, you're gonna have sweetness that comes across as like a gourmand, candied, kind of sweetness. In the Parfum, that's there too, but dialed back a little bit, and you have the sweetness from the fruits. You get a bit of the sweet citrus that's there too in the Parfum that you don't really get in the Eau de Parfum. But there are still extreme similarities in the two in the opening. Now, in the dry down of these two, is even when it gets even more clear that there's just a pretty big difference in these two. One of the main things for me, I think, is that I'm going to actually prefer the Eau de Parfum in the really, really cold months. It lasts longer, it projects more. But I do prefer the smell of the new Parfum over the Eau de Parfum. One of the best things that's going to come from owning the Azzaro Most Wanted Eau de Parfum is going to be the staying power. It lasts all day long. It's loud from almost start to finish. So it's something that you can wear outside that will project through some cold. It smells great, but it can be a bit too sweet for some. Definitely not one that you're going to want to wear if it's anything near 80 degrees. Whereas if you have the Parfum, this can be rocked when it's a bit warmer. Now, it's not quite gonna be like this level, these are the original, this level of freshness, which if I just get a smell of this one, yeah, it's not quite that. It has a bit more of a unique scent to it. There's nothing really I can, say, oh, this smells like this kind of thing. Whereas with the Eau de Parfum, you could kind of compare it to things like Stronger With You, just that kind of line. But honestly, even a bit sweeter than that. So the Eau de Parfum is gonna be a pretty sweet fragrance. The Eau de Parfum Intense is what they call it. And with them saying that it's intense, it is an intense fragrance. This 100 ml will last me a long time. I'm not sure if I'll ever really get through this, but it will get its fair wear when it gets to be a bit colder. In the meantime, though, until it gets to be really cold, which it's only really cold here, a few months of the year, I will for sure be reaching for this. This is the new Parfum. It has a cozy factor to it. It's something that can be worn when it's on a cooler night, not quite really cold, not quite really hot. This is definitely a close encounter kind of scent, whereas the Eau de Parfum is going to be something that you're going to want to wear kind of out and about. I would not wear that to a movie setting or anything like that. And from what I've seen, both of these cost roughly around the same. Obviously, both being the same size, I think there's only a few dollar difference. And to kind of end this off, if you had to pick one or the other, if you were sitting there in front of it, obviously spray it on both your hands, but my recommendation would be to go with the new Parfum. It's a bit more versatile. It can be worn in more situations, more seasons. It might not quite grab the attention like the Eau de Parfum is able to, because that does. It will fill a room at 2 sprays. This, not so much. It does have that initial oomph to it. Not quite like that though. It's like comparing like syrup and sugar-free syrup, if that makes sense to anybody out there. But guys, that's the second video in a day, 2 days. So I'm gonna try to do these videos on the weekends. We'll see if I even include this bit of information on the video. But guys, I've enjoyed making this one, short and sweet, at 11 minutes on the recorder. Guys, until next time, I'll see you.